So imagine leaving your hometown to go make a name for yourself, but having to come back to sell your family home, and when you're trying to do that, some weird, impossible, supernatural stuff starts happening at the house. And well, that's kind of the story about this movie that I'm about to review, The Path. After the mysterious death of her parents, Caitlin decides to move back to her childhood home to take care of her teenage sister. While struggling at the family farm trying to make things work, Caitlin comes to the decision she might have to actually sell the place. And shortly after, some bizarre, sinister, and possibly supernatural things start to occur. Not only is Caitlin having nightmares, she's starting to feel an eerie presence on the property, and she's starting to see visions of someone wearing a cloak at the house. So let me start with the positives. I think this movie has a good backstory. I think it has a good lore. I like how everything is contained within this universe. I like how the movie actually made good use of its locations. The Path is a very independent movie, so I give them a lot of credit, not only for getting this movie made, but it'll probably be playing at some local movie theaters, and at some point soon, I'm sure it'll probably be on some streaming platforms as well. But that being said,
it isn't perfect.
I am going to go into the negatives now. The movie opens up about this plot about teens stopping at multiple locations within this town that are possibly haunted or cursed. And I'm sure that's probably why the movie was called The Path, because there are multiple locations on this path that are probably haunted or cursed. But very quickly, the movie drops that plot and moves on to something else. And there is a subplot with this teacher and how he acts with his girl students that I could not believe for 1 second.
Let me just say that if God was a city planner, he would not put a playground next to a sewage system.
Now, this next thing is more of a me thing, but I feel like I've been bringing it up a lot lately, and I'm really sick and tired of this trope of the angry teenager. There are just so many movies and so many horror movies in general that have the whiny teenager that every time they whine, I'm just rolling my eyes the entire time. When I got to the end of the film and I got the reveal, I was kind of like...
You serious?
There is a lot of hard work that goes into making movies, whether they're big studio movies or independent movies, but I think it's always good to be honest.
But there's the truth and the truth.
If you are 21 and over, you could actually play a pretty fun drinking game to this movie. Every time the movie transitions or fades to black, you take a shot. This movie fades to black so many times, I could actually guarantee you if you play this drinking game, you'll be drunk in a ditch by the time the movie ends. I think the story and the lore that's taking place in this town is probably my favorite part of this movie, and I think it is probably the strongest part of the film. I like that the film was doing its own thing and made great use of its locations, and we did not have too many characters in the film. As an independent movie, I give The Path an A for effort, and I think the best way to enjoy this movie is at home. The foundation for this movie is actually pretty good. I would say in a few years, the filmmakers should come back and revisit this film and actually remake it and tighten it up. Alright, so that is my review for The Path. Hopefully I wasn't being too harsh, but I really want to be honest because I think the filmmakers do really actually have something here. Have you heard of The Path? Will you be seeing it at the theaters? Will you stream it at home? Please leave a comment below, and please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'm Mike the Movie Misfit, and I'll see you at the movies.
Get more out of life. Go out to a movie.